Grace and peace be unto you from God the Father and Jesus the Son. My name is Mario Fumo, and I would like to thank you for joining me. I just want to take just a minute to encourage somebody on today to hold on just a little while longer. You know, in life, especially on this Christian journey, it could really be trying. You know, the enemy will try you. People will allow the enemy to use them to try you. But I just want to encourage you that listen, it's the rest of your life. Just embrace it because it's your life. I had to tell myself that this is what I want for myself, and it's not about coming out. Okay, yeah, it gets hard, but God is raising up soldiers for this end time, and He chose you, and you answered the call. And so, with this being the rest of your life, embrace it. There's a time for everything. There's a time to embrace, and there's a time to refrain from racing. There's a time for you to come out, and it's a time for you to just accept the process. Just trust God. I want to come out too, but it's the process. God is making me. God is making you. He's building you. Trust the process. Is what He said to me. Trust the process. You may not, if you will look at a painting or a picture, painting a picture, and you look at the process and how they're making strokes, and at first it looks like nothing. It looks like what in the world is that? What are they doing? But the more they work, the more they stroke, the more paint they add to the canvas, the more they do, the more they work, you'll start to see things shape. You'll start to see things form. You'll start to see things come together. God got to take things out of you, and God got to put things in you. Because listen, if Uncle Sam is not going to take you and put you in the middle of a war, you're right? If Uncle Sam is not going to take you and put you in the middle of the war without training, what do you think about God? He's building you, the master builder, the one that spoke and said, let there be light, and there was light. Let patience have her perfect work, that you can be entire, that He could build your endurance, that He could build your resilience, that He could make that beautiful masterpiece. You know, when I was in art class and the teacher had give everybody a block of clay, and we had to make something. We took pieces and we rolled them, and we made lines, and we poked holes around the top of it. It was like this, and we poked holes into it, and then we took some kind of, it's like clay water, and we put it on top of it, and then we put that one we had. We take it and we put it on top of the thing that whatever it was we were making, whether we was making it out of block or if we were making it out of clay. But then we would take another piece and we would roll it off, and we would poke holes on the top of it once we got it, and then we would either make our square, our block, or whatever it was we were making, and putting it in a circle and put it on top of like how my fingers are. But we will put the line, we will put them in here, so that, and we will put that thing that was like clear water. We will take that, so when we put the next one on top, it will hold, and it had to go into the fire. They put it in a kiln, and the teacher would cure it, and the pieces couldn't break. If all was well, whenever she took it out of the kiln, you had a beautiful dish, or whatever it was you were making, lampshade, whatever it was that you were making. You had this beautiful masterpiece, and that's all God is doing with you. Trust the process. It may not be time for you to come out. It may not be your season. See, we get online and people prophesy, and we say you coming out and God is going to do this and God is going to do that. But it may not be your season. We receive every word. I receive it. I receive it. You're talking to me. You're talking to me. They say take the word back to God to see if he's talking to you, because it may not be your season. We may not have done all that God has called us to do, or our process is not complete. Trust God. Trust him with your life. Trust him with your life. Trust him. Trust him with your life. There's a time for everything. There's a time to plant. There's a time to pluck up that which was planted. There's reaping season. There's harvest season. There's a time for everything under the sun. Trust God. Trust him that if he can reach down and pick up dust off the ground and make a man, he knows what he's doing with you. And this man can reproduce. This man can eat, sleep, breathe, all out of dust that he pick up off the ground. Trust the process. Let God do whatever it is that he's too wise to make a mistake. He's too wise. Trust the process. It may not be your season to come out, but when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Trust the process. Trust God. Despite who's not standing with you, despite who's against you, trust God. He promised he would never leave you. And he promised that he would never forsake you. And he told you in his word that he will be with you even until the end of this time. Know that he'll never leave you. Know that he got you in the palm of his hands. Know that he won't drop you. Know that he's not forgotten you. It's just not time. It's just not time. You represent him. When we're at home and we have children, we properly train our children so when they go out, they'll represent us well. Trust God. Trust God. Know that he loves you. Know that he loves you. In Jesus' mighty name, you be encouraged. Know that God got your back. He's not forgotten you. He does. He really loves you. He wants the best for you. Above all things, he wants you to prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. You be encouraged and go with God. Know that he's not forgotten you. Amen.